What did you do, Direct Nation? Marvel Rivals just dropped the Season 9 trailer, giving us new looks at this season's playable heroes and main villain, but they also included a surprise fourth character. There's a lot going on in this trailer, including big teases of future content, so I'll quickly break down everything you need to know. First, Hulk smash that hype button to share the news and let's get it.
You sure you want to do this, big one?
The judges of worlds bestowed a title upon me, child.
A lot to unpack here. The trailer opens to Egyptian-style music inside of a pyramid, which will be the theme of this entire season, so expect Egyptian-themed costumes for the heroes as well. This is because of Apocalypse, the legendary X-Men villain who was born there thousands of years ago, back when he was known as Insapanur. The Rivals version is voiced by Terrence Addison. The young woman with him is, of course, Jubilee, one of the new playable heroes this season. Jubilee is one of the most popular members of the X-Men, but is currently working as one of his Four Horsemen of Apocalypse because he promised to transform her son, Shogo Lee, who is currently stuck as a dragon, back into a human. This Jubilee is voiced by Courtney Lynn.
I have upheld their celestial mission for millennia now. But when timelines began to collapse, the gods shed their facades, scrambling like dogs to outlive the end of all that is. Humanity was consumed by hubris.
Apocalypse brings up a visual of a Celestial and mentions he's been on a Celestial mission. This is a reference to back when Apocalypse was young and discovered an abandoned Celestial ship. There he found a Celestial named Isan the Searcher who made a deal with him. In exchange for godlike power, alien technology, and the name Apocalypse, he needed to act as a caretaker on behalf of the Celestial, guiding and increasing the evolution of humans and mutants while deciding which species were worthy of survival. The Celestial promised they would return one day and collect payment for those gifts. He then talks about the collapsing timeline, which is the main event in Rivals right now, caused by the Doctor Dooms, and he criticizes the role of the gods for making things worse. We even get a reference and appearance of Oblivion, the cosmic being that represents the end of all things and the source of power in Rivals for the cloak being worn by the Hood, who is also coming to the roster this season. When he mentions the hubris of humanity, he shows Mephisto, the demonic being who makes deals with humans, offering them what they desire in exchange for their soul. This is how we got Ghost Rider, and Mephisto is currently being hunted by Doom 2099 because he holds his mother's soul.
Believing they could survive the devastation as well. But the future is in the hands of mutant kind. For if even gods must fight for survival, then only the fittest should be chosen to stand among them. And from those deemed unfit, I shall acquire the power to transcend.
Apocalypse goes over the destruction caused by the collapsing timelines, which includes a look at Daredevil's New York, where every hero and friend he had lost their lives in the battle, including Spider-Man. Apocalypse decided the gods were no longer fit to survive after he witnessed the Egyptian deities get slaughtered by a mysterious assassin, with Khonshu as the only survivor. This will be very important later. So now he's looking to gather the power to become a true god that will bring order to the universe and promote the survival of mutant kind.
The seven lights shall guide the way.
Here we see Apocalypse aura farming where he was born, being worshipped by his supporters. When he says the seven lights shall guide the way, which is a bar for sure, this may be a reference to the seven lights in Marvel lore. These are a group of mutants led by Hope Summers, the adopted daughter of the time traveler Cable, who appeared and began reviving mutant kind and giving them their powers back after they got erased by Scarlet Witch when she did the no more mutants thing.
In the name of Apocalypse, the world shall be.
In a surprise twist, Apocalypse gets caught lacking and stabbed in the back, but this isn't much of a mystery if you've been following the clues, and also if you zoom in on the sword. Look familiar? This is All Black, one of the most powerful weapons in Marvel lore, originally created by Null, the god of the symbiotes. He created the sword using his firstborn symbiote and the energy from a Celestial's head. The sword has a mind of its own and later formed a bond with Gore the God Butcher, who has been using it to slay all the gods because he hates them for abandoning his people. It's clear that Gore is the one who took out the Egyptian gods and didn't like that Apocalypse was trying to become one, so he dealt with him personally. It looks like Rivals is setting up Gore to make his debut during season 10, hopefully as a vanguard rather than a duelist or a story-only character.
Mutants, gods, Nirai. No one beats the Hood.
The trailer ends with a tease of the second hero coming to Marvel Rivals this season, the Hood. Parker Robbins was first revealed back in season 7 as part of the Marvel Rivals comic as a thief trying to get revenge on Kingpin that ended up thrown in his vault with the other heroes like Captain America, who he also doesn't like. But Parker stole the Cloak of Oblivion during the prison break and now has the power he's been desperately looking for. He will be the second hero arriving in Marvel Rivals this season after Jubilee. He's mostly a villain, so it's nice that Rivals is adding more non-heroes to the roster. In fact, they're planning to add some actual iconic villains to the roster sooner than you think. Click the video on screen to learn more. And a huge shout out to everyone supporting me on Patreon. Join for free so you never miss an update.